We got a fight in between I don't need a tune-up and Mr. Once Upon a Hairline at 154 pounds allegedly. Before I get into that BS, hit the thumbs up, sub, and notification bell. That way you get updated when I drop news content like this. With that being said, let's get into the video. Look, I don't understand this at all. Keith Thurman is number one in the WBC. So why is the WBA giving Errol Spence a special one-off to where he can keep all his titles to fight a guy who's not even a junior middleweight at 154, a guy who's a welterweight and Keith Thurman at 154. It makes no sense. Also, what is the WBA doing stepping in for this fight when Thurman is ranked with the WBC as the mandatory? It makes no sense. So what, they fight at 154, Thurman wins, he gets none of the titles? That makes no sense. But what doesn't make sense to me is Errol Spence has always said he doesn't need a tune-up. I don't need a tune-up. I don't want a tune-up. I don't have to have a tune-up. I just go in and fight. That's what he said going in there with guys. Look, so how is it that you're choosing to fight Keith Thurman over Terrence Crawford? Terrence Crawford had a fight. He's ready to go again. He could go again. But this fight isn't going to happen, so he could fight Keith Thurman, who's only had one fight in the last, 2.5 years, going on 3 years? That's crazy. And the only guy Keith Thurman beat was Mario Barrios, who wasn't even a welterweight. He came up from 140 pounds after getting knocked out by Tank Davis. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense what the WBA is doing, allowing them to fight at 154. That's where it's at, allegedly. And it doesn't make sense that he's number one in the WBC for beating Mario Barrios, who never even beat a welterweight. So what? Now Keith Thurman possibly wins and he's going to tie up the division, have another fight 2 years from now? This is stupid. This is why boxing has lost favor. And I can't put 100% of the blame on Errol Spence Jr. because Terrence Crawford could have had the fight. Instead, he fought David Avanesian. However, come on, man. This is a joke. This is a joke. Keith Thurman was once good, but like his hairline, them days are gone. He doesn't deserve it. And it's a tune-up. It's an easy win for a name on your resume. That's how they're looking at it. Now, maybe Keith Thurman will make a highlight video when cherry picking goes wrong. Maybe that'll happen. I don't know. I doubt it. But hey, let's see what happens. Either way, I don't like the fight. I think it's dumb. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below.